what it is, what it do. It's your girl Brittany, back better, another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is, I know what it is. We both know I post frequently. All right, y'all, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping. We doing a Dougie bow, our Dougie yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this video. In today's video, we will be talking about South Central baddies and everything that it has to offer us, aka the audience. Dun 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 dun. Period. So as y'all know, they just filmed Playboy, so now they gotta feel South Central baddies. Okay, we're going into season 6 of South Central baddies, and the first thing on the docket we'll be talking about is E.T. and Kashmir. So everything is alleged. But word on the curve is that E.T. will be hosting South Central Baddies Season 6. Personally, to me, I don't think that South Central Baddies need a host because get in the field, bitch. I mean, that's it. That's all. It's literally fight night, okay? It's fight night. What really more do we need to be hosted? If anything, let's get some better cameras. Let's get some better angles. Bring that drone back out. Need that. Don't fight in the park, fight in the house. But other than that, I don't feel as though we need a host. I don't think a host is needed for South Central Baddies. Every show don't need a host. Anyways, though, so Kash is back on Now That's TV, and with her being back, she will be back on South Central Baddies Season 6. Honestly, if we were going to give hosting position, I'm not going to lie, I definitely think that Kashmir should be the host. Only because Rain, Sleet, Snow, she going to do South Central Baddies. She's always going to do that show. Rain, Sleet, Snow, gotta go. She going to do South Central Baddies. So I definitely believe that if we just needed to pick a host, if somebody just needed to host, it should be her. I understand that E.T. has a little more longevity in Now That's TV, but I think when it comes to relevancy and somebody who's going to give it up, I think Kash should be that person. E.T. will give it up too, but I definitely think that Kash is more deserving of the spot. I know her and Now That's TV just got back on good terms, but again, like I told y'all, you know, they apologized to her in private. I think they should have put her as a host. That would have been a public apology, even if they didn't want to come out and, you know, just like, oh, I'm sorry to Kash. That would have been a good apology to make her a host. I personally think. So boom, her and E.T. get into it online, and apparently they about to square up. What's your squabble like? And they about to get in the field. With them getting in the field, Kash said, listen here, E.T., sleep with one eye open. E.T. said, just make sure your eye isn't closed. First day, you sleep with one open too. Try to keep both of them open, because I'm on you like white on rice. So apparently they supposed to be getting that. It give off friendly, but at the same time it gives off like, yeah, I'm on that as well. Can't wait to see it. Honestly, we haven't seen E.T. On any shows. So I think this will be a good stepping stone for her to get her feet back into reality TV, in my personal opinion. And also, you know, Kash did tell a little truth. I'm not going to lie to y'all. She told a little bit of truth, just a little. Kash ends up saying that, you know, E.T. flopped on Now That's TV and Zeus. And she ain't been nobody ever since then. To an extent, I definitely think that E.T. has tried to clean up her image when it comes to how she was perceived on Zeus. I think once she went on Zeus, she left a bad taste in her mouth, and she been cleaning up her image ever since then. Don't get me wrong, she still runs her fades online. She still go viral for fighting online, but she hasn't really stepped back into the scene since then. She hasn't really had a lot of motion since then. So like I said before, I think this will be a good stepping stone for her. But I'm going to be honest, I don't think that she should be hosting South Central Baddies Season 6. Now, some of the returning girls, I like. The only one, maybe two, that I could go without is Baby D and Zaniyah. I'm so tired of them putting Zaniyah on everything. It's crazy. But then, too, I need her to get beat up. So I don't really mind her being on there. Baby D, I I feel as though shouldn't be on here because she didn't give anything season 5 to come back. And it seems as though they just brought the girls from season 5. I'm not gonna lie. Kayla, Lori, Jap, and Billy, they definitely held the season. You know, they definitely were the ones who did what they needed to do, and they made the show. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not mad that any of them are coming back, except for Baby D. I'm not mad that any of the girls is coming back. Lori and Kash said they gonna get that. I hope y'all do. Please don't keep saying y'all gonna get that and don't get that. Get that. Kayla and Kash are supposed to get that. Please, get that. Knuckles and Kash are back cool now. Couldn't be me, dog my baby out. But anyways, both of them are back cool now. Really, I don't really understand why Knuckles is coming. Not gonna lie to you. What are you here for? Who are you gonna beef with? I definitely want to know who are gonna be the new girls. I definitely want Nunu on there. Nunu from the Knicks Network. I definitely want her on there. Tatum is supposed to be coming. Yes, I'm talking about any. Tatum supposed to be coming. Nunu supposed to be coming. I definitely want them on there. And then Isaiah ended up putting on his Instagram some other girls who I don't know. You know, hopefully they all make it. Great. But I definitely think, you know, as far as like quote unquote OGs go, I definitely think this is a good batch of girls, except for Baby D. Moving on to Zaniyah. Okay, so apparently Zaniyah got 10 people that she got to fade. So she got to fade Kash. Kash, take her. Don't want it. Okay. Nina, because Nina is supposed to come back as well. I definitely want to see Nina on South Central Baddies. I miss Nina. I need to see her. Like, I miss her. Quote unquote, she supposed to be getting it with Joyce. Girl, just vibe. Maybe with E.T., take her. Get that. Take her through there. Lori, immediately. She need to be number 1. Lori, get her. Take her through there. Squabble her up and down, okay? She supposed to be getting it with Baby D because she hit Baby D with some weights. Baby D, if you don't take her where she don't want to go, take her through there. Beat her up. Tatum and her are supposed to get it as well. Yeah, I don't care. Anyways, and Kayla. First of all, the only thing I'm thinking about is Kash, Nina, and Lori. No shade. The other girls, I'm really not stunned. Kash, Nina, and Lori, I know gonna take her where she don't want to go. Okay? Kayla take her where she don't want to go too. I definitely think Kayla is a great fighter. I think maybe when her sister and Lori is around, she probably a little better. But Kash, Nina, and Lori, they gonna get her that work. I'm telling you. And I ain't not gonna be able to stick in there with them. They're going to tear her. And I'm so excited because I definitely think that she needs to get humbled. Now, obviously, y'all see her little paragraph, her little novel that she wrote under one of these T pages or whatever. She ends up letting it be known like, hey, I got 10 people to fight. I got all these people to fight. Can Mumac and Winter come? And I say no. I say declined. I say close the doors. Close the doors. And don't let nobody else come in. No. Because no. Why are we letting her bring back up? No, let her run her phase. I'm sick of her depending on them. No. They said Young and Reckless took her where she didn't want to go. And I think South Central Baddies Season 6 need to take her where she don't want to go. I ain't gonna lie, no shade. Mumac was getting beat up. Mean Girls. Like, love me some Mumac. Like her. Love me some Mary. But I definitely think she was getting taken through there. And Zaniyah would duck the fades that she knew she couldn't handle. So Mumac would take the responsibility of that fade and then get tore. Like I said, close the doors. Close them. Lock them, okay? Lock them. Double lock, okay? Double lock. Where is the devil? Like, stop it. No, we're not doing that. Close the doors. And when it comes to Winter definitely can't fight. Okay? Simple. To the point. Simple. She definitely can't stick in there. Okay? Them girls on Mean Girls was one thing. But y'all dealing with the ones who really got hands. Like hands for days. Don't get tired. Ain't no break. We're on that. We need that. I said it and I say it again. Close the doors. Lock them. Close them. Debo. Close the doors. Because no. I'm talking about close them. Close them. Don't want neither one of them there. I definitely think, if anything, they are going to be the ones that'll be embarrassed when they go on there. And I would hate for that to happen to Mary. Mary more so because I like her. Winter, it is what it is. I don't care. But Mary, I definitely don't want Mary to go on there and get tore. I like her. I really do. And these girls been fighting their whole life. They get down where they mad at for real. Like right there where they mad at, in the concrete, in the sand, in the grass, popping off. No. And they ain't been on TV for a minute and everybody waiting on them to come. Yeah, just vibe, twin. I definitely don't want her to end up in a position where she was in on Mean Girls or worse, you know? And then with Winter. Again, boring. She was real boring on Mean Girls. She was giving follower for a lot of it. And like I said, she just ain't no fighter like that. You know, now, mind you, before Mean Girls was over, I seen a video of her fighting a girl in the hospital. Now, we're going to open the doors. We're only opening the doors to help the girl that was in the hospital. Because what you didn't have to do is catch her in the hospital and fight her. It's never that deep. So since you want to be on bunk, I definitely want somebody to teach you. But me as a viewer, I definitely think she's boring. She doesn't really bring much to the table. Nobody has thought about her since Mean Girls. We wasn't thinking about her during Mean Girls. So I would prefer her not to come back. Thank you. Close the doors, okay? And this time you don't have to lock them because I said what I said. Moving on. And before I move on, let me say this. I definitely feel as though Zaniyah run her mouth way too much. I definitely think, you know, when it comes to her running her mouth, she don't be want to stand in a lot of the stuff that she put herself in. A lot of these situations she brings upon herself. So I think she be looking for her cousin to be the scapegoat for her. And then talking about, well, I got 10 faves. You know, that's not fair. Close the doors. Who cares about fair? You sat up here and told us everybody that you got to fight. And I'm sure before they film, she going to be copping pleas, trying to be cool with people. Y'all already know how Zaniyah is. Zaniyah can fight. I give you that. Zaniyah can fight, but Zaniyah is also timid, and she picks and chooses her battles very wisely. So with that, and she studies her opponent as she should, though. She definitely studies her opponents, and she know who she can, you know, get down with, and she know who she can't. But overall, to me, I think, you know, she got on that live by herself and told how many fades she got. I think she should handle her fades by herself. And honestly, if we being fair, when Kash comes in, when E.T. comes in, now, obviously, Kash come with Knuckles, but Knuckles ain't nobody. Like, be for real. Knuckles barely be want to get out there like that. And I've been told y'all that. But, you know, Kash comes by herself. Like a lot of people, when they go on shows, come by self. Whatever happens, happens. You know, you develop friendships and stuff over time. And Zaniyah hasn't developed any friendships for people to have her back when they come on shows. So I definitely think that she should just take the consequences of running her mouth and trolling people on the internet. And a lot of times, like I said before, she brings a lot of these fates upon herself, trolling on the internet, talking about people, you know, doing the thing with the whole baby doll and all that. So whatever happens, happens. Close the doors, get in the field. Now, apparently, allegedly, word on the curve is that Flight 9 will be free and out of the bunker before they start filming South Central Baddies. Love that for her. You know, I'm glad that she about to be free and she gonna come home and do a show. I'm glad she finna go to work, go get to work, bow, go get to work, go get to work, y'all. Okay? I definitely want to see Fly 9, South Central Baddies. I definitely believe that we need that season for Fly 9. You know, we need that energy. Who is she gonna get into it with, though? I'm sure Kash, for sure, but I don't know anybody else that she would really get into it with like that. I really don't know. You know, she's been locked up for a while. She might get into it with Kayla about Tashi, but then too, Tashi put her behind bars. So whatever the dealing is with that situation, she might not fight her no more because it's like, that girl got me locked up. Like, I'm not finna fight you behind somebody who got me locked up, because I wouldn't fight you behind somebody who got me locked up ever. But I'm glad that she is about to be out. I'm happy that, you know, our girl is finna be back in the streets in a minute. Love that. And now let me get to this broad who put her in jail and trying to be with every now that's TV girly. Tashi, I'm talking to you. Is this camera on me? It's on me, baby, because I'm irritated. Why is Tashi allegedly talking to Cuzzo now? When I say is a Now That's TV fan girl, I mean a fan girl. And I don't, well, they say she got a little money. I ain't gonna lie. I'm next. But anyways, But then she get people locked up too. So nah, I'm reneging. I don't want her. But now she in Cuzzo phase. When I say this, the Now That's TV around town. She the new Danye. Like being every Now That's TV girly face. And I do think that's crazy that she has moved on when Fly 9 is still incarcerated. I think that's insane that she's, and not only have you moved on, but then you move on with somebody who was from Now That's TV. Now obviously we haven't seen Cousin on Now That's TV in a minute, but I still think that's weird that you going to all these Now That's TV girlies. Like, okay, the block is hot and you're nasty. Like, you want everybody. You want to talk to Money Lock, Cash, Fly 9. Now you going to Cuzzo. I do think that's weird. Like, ugh. But honestly, this is a sign for Fly 9. You know, obviously, she been locked up and ain't let her out for a while. So, I'm sure she had a lot of time to think. And, you know, maybe Tashi has got in communication with her or whatever the case is. But I hope that this is embarrassing enough to where she don't go back. It's one thing to have her lock you up. It's one thing for her to then go out and let Cash take her through there. But it shouldn't get to 3, you know? Like, you can only be embarrassed so many times. And I think she struck out when she sent you to jail. But 2, people do have forgiving hearts. And, you know, very quickly they'll forget where they was sitting down, laying down in the bunk. But hopefully she does not forget. And just to see her move on so quickly while you was in jail, I think should speak volumes to her character as well and who she moved on with. She could have got her a regular chick, but she decided to get a Now That's TV girly. I think that's weird. I definitely think that's weird, and I hope that Fly 9 don't get caught up with this girl again and start back talking to her. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.